spot on.
Level should be spot on.
Sick. Thanks for coming, bro. Happy that you
nice one.
Accepted it with me, to be fair.
Yeah.
I wasn't really...
My pleasure.
It's mate, like, I've wanted to for ages. Do it, but it's just getting set up, like, it's... Because it's so overwhelming, like, kit and everything. I think it's very...
To be honest, I think it's been quite easy with, like, this room we got set up. All the equipment's ready to go.
Should we mention the laptop situation, or...?
we can do, yeah, we can do.
So, like, obviously, we've got work laptops, and we planned on using the audio and video to put on the work laptop, but obviously, because it's an organisational nearly ran, we couldn't, so I had to rush home, so I sound out of breath because of that, and because I'm massively...
You sound out of breath because you've been on a 5-minute walk. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so, do we want to introduce ourselves? Obviously,
yeah.
This is obviously by a different podcast. I'm Jack, and this is Sam. I don't want to introduce for you, so you
That's me,
bro. Yeah.
Well, you go first.
So 27 from Hartlepool. Work in finance. I'm not going to divulge anything else. Obviously, always wanted to have a podcast. Kindly here at the Chatterbox Studios.
Big up.
Yeah, huge, amazing setup, like, so easy.
Yeah.
I think, as we mentioned, like, there's loads of types you could do, like, obviously, over Skype and just record it, or, like, Teams or something, but the production quality, I think, is what we sort of want.
Yeah, like, the only problem we've had is, like, from our side, our laptop wasn't, like, having the file.
But, like, it's just nice to have, like, a room where you can just come away from home. Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah,
everything's set up, ready to go.
We just wanted, like, do we want to go over why it's called Wired Pod, or why a different pod, sorry?
Why, do you want to speak more about yourself first?
Yeah. What do you want to know? Come on.
Oh, don't know, just...
27 years old, yes. I'm a bit weird. I feel like I'm like a nerdy introvert, but showing extrovert. What's the word? Extrovert front. So people think that I'm this confident person, but I'm potentially not.
Yeah.
Don't take me serious. I always love a laugh, and I just want to. I don't know. Like I want to get deep conversations.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like I'm like comfortable chatting with you about anything, and I'm not like. So bit worried.
Of background. Obviously, we're work colleagues. Obviously, I'd like to say friends as well, but I don't know if so. Yeah.
Maybe not, you know.
So we're work colleagues. Obviously, both of us met at. So we both worked on an internship at the same company at the same time, but didn't really speak.
Yeah, we never properly met, really.
I was always awkward though. Like I felt like I wanted to say hello, but like obviously I was like, oh, he's in that team. I can't really.
I look a bit unapproachable. Is that what you're saying?
Nah, not unapproachable. Just let's say unapproachable. But I think obviously
you're like he's from down south. I'm not gonna like him.
It's you know what it is? I'm just not good with new people. Like I think I'm better in crowd settings because I feel like I can play off people. Whereas like coming up and saying hello, I'm Jack. Do you know what I mean? It's just a bit. But
which is funny. That's funny looking back now, given that we're just
like
so comfortable now.
It's mad because like I feel like we only really started speaking when I came into like even in I'm certain we shared lifts and stuff, but yeah.
Weird.
But yeah, so like that's me. Like I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah.
Don't take life too seriously.
on this earth right now.
Yeah, like, and obviously as you'll probably find out, like I'm so sort of waiting for an ADHD diagnosis. I think I do have ADHD, and a lot of work colleagues, friends, my mum, for example, thinks that
there's definitely something
there.
There's
a sprinkle of something, yeah. So
cool. Should we get into that later?
Yeah.
I'll introduce myself. If that's all right.
Sorry, mate. I feel I'm taking all your limelight. Yeah. Woo.
Nah. So name's Sam from Croydon, originally. Obviously now living in Newcastle. Sagittarius, mid-20s, loving life.
Sagittarius.
That's what I say.
have to get the star sign in.
Do you know why I said that actually?
No.
You know, on the first True Geordie podcast,
Yeah.
when Lawrence introduces himself,
Is that what
he says Sagittarius, mid-20s, loving life. So I'm just copying everything.
Are
really.
we aspiring to be like True Geordie, or is cancelled as he's been lately?
Well, I'm thinking that's you, you know, as the other person on the pod.
I don't like Poe as much as he does, to be fair. So, but yeah, man, I can back it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what made you come up to Newcastle from obviously Croydon? How was that? Was that a choice? Like, obviously, was it always Newcastle, or was it like, did you have other uni options, or?
Yeah, so obviously, as you mentioned, like I came up for uni when I was 18. The thing is, my dad's also from Newcastle, so I've got some family up here.
Yeah.
It was like, I think my first choice was between Sheffield and Newcastle, and
I'd have picked Newcastle.
Yeah, and
no offense to anybody from Sheffield.
yeah, I was.
Sheffield's technically down south. So.
It is. It's below Leeds, so it's definitely down south. Yeah.
And
But no, picked Newcastle, and obviously very happy I did. Graduated since, and was like, I love living here, and it just makes sense for me, I think, at this point.
to be fair, like I went to Northumbria. I think you went to Newcastle, so you're the
Yeah, I went to Newcastle.
poly, and no, I'm the poly. You're the posh.
You're the poly, yeah.
Yeah, so like I found, obviously being from such a small town, like I say small, I think it's like 80k people, but like the diversity and culture in Newcastle compared to here, like it's completely different. Like here, by the way, we're recording in Hartlepool.
Oh yeah, we're in Hartlepool right now.
So yeah, so like I found it very strange because I don't want to slag Hartlepool off, like it's a nice place, but like it's not. I don't think it's the most welcoming place. Like I think people don't like to see others do well. So
Is it just like a typical working class town? Like,
yeah, like I think yeah. I think a lot of the people, like especially the older people, are stuck in their ways. Like they don't like change. Whereas I feel like because Newcastle's a city, I feel like it's a lot of northeast towns though. Like
I think it's probably all over.
Yeah.
Like it's probably the whole country. You get bits of that everywhere, I think.
I think it's just tough, isn't it? It's the UK's mindset in general, I think.
Yeah.
Like you look at like America, Canada, and it's just sort of like, well, I say America, not at the minute. Do you know what I mean? With
Well, yeah, but
everything.
no, culturally, the difference between America and UK is like stark. There's a big culture difference of like, well, one part like seeing people do well, obviously, and
Do you not think that
It's
over
all
there
different.
it's a bit more cringe?
yes,
It's like, hey y'all, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
man,
it is
it's-
quite a lot of that. You know, part of the reason, because obviously people first went over to America from the UK, right?
Yeah, it wasn't like Captain Cook or whatever.
I've got no idea.
It's Captain Cook, aye, he settled down.
Mate, you may be totally right. I've got no idea.
Pretty sure.
But the reason people over there are more like outgoing and more willing to say yes to things is because think about people when we were in England, they were the people getting on the ships to go and explore a new place. They're more likely to be the people that are more
I was watching Theo Von's podcast and he had Ed Sheeran on, and he was on about the whole like how we settled over there in boats and stuff, and he was like, give it 20 years and everybody will be coming back. He's like, America's absolute mess at the minute. But it is like, I think it's cringy, and I think that's what, if I was American, I feel like I'd have done this like years earlier.
Yeah.
But I just think because I don't know, it's confidence as well.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm making it about me again, mate. Let's go.
No, it's good.
So your parents from Newcastle, your dad's from Newcastle.
Yeah, my dad's from Newcastle, and yeah, grew up there, went to uni, and then just ended up coming down to London to find a job. Really.
Down
Like-
to London. You mean Newcastle?
What?
Oh, sorry, he come down to London. Sorry.
Yeah, he come down to London. Well, technically, I think he started in Guildford, and then
Where's Guildford?
just outside London. Like it's just
London.
to you it's London, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
London?
he was the first male member of his family to not go into shipbuilding.
Oh shit.
So yeah,
Ship.
he kind of broke the mold. Yeah.
So obviously he met your mum down there.
Yes. yeah, they met in Croydon, yeah.
Bloody hell.
I think that might be wrong, actually.
Yeah.
But either way, my mum's from the Midlands, like Staffordshire, and they both came to London to work, I think, and
Staffordshire,
at that
like
point.
Midlands, as in like Birmingham, Wolverhampton. Is that Midlands?
Yeah, just north of there. Yeah, just north of there.
Sick.
Yeah.
Like, it's what I mean. Like, I don't have a clue. I'm so uncultured when it comes to like countries or locations.
Yeah.
Like, we always have a chat at work how like I think Middlesbrough is the end of the northeast. So like anything lower than Middlesbrough is the south.
Yeah.
But I think that's because I'm from so high up in the country. Like, I can imagine for you, like, completely different. But
Yeah. Well, it's just whatever is in your world.
yeah,
Like, you have Middlesbrough, Newcastle is like away up there.
You've missed out Stockton and Norton
And I
and
think-
Hartlepool.
I'm sure they're great places.
Yeah, Norton's nice. I live in Norton. I think it's like a posh Stockton, but it's nice. Not that
Yeah.
Stockton's not posh, but wouldn't choose to live there. But yeah, so we've sort of brainstormed lots of names, haven't we? We had plenty of different names to sort of think about on the podcast.
Yeah.
We wanted something that sort of related to us, as well as what we were going to be chatting about, I
Yeah.
think.
Mm.
And obviously, we wanted some catchy. Your ideas were, I think I said the spectrum, maybe.
I like that at first, yeah. But I think wide different,
Yeah, because we also had
it suits what we're going for.
spectrum thoughts and stuttered talks, and I've just rolled that off as if
I
isn't
cannot
even
believe
really-
you've just said that first.
Oh. So obviously I have a stutter as well, if you hadn't noticed from the however long we've been recording. But that's another thing why I think I wanted to do this. Like,
Yeah.
we've both got our own intricacies, and I think it's good that we can sort of project them onto people who want to listen. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. There's just an essence of neurodivergence
yeah, man, it's
within
normal.
us.
It's weird it's
But
boring to be normal. Do you know? What
and
I mean?
also we're different, but I feel like we get along and we're similar.
Yeah, you're very different to me, to be fair. Like,
well, yeah, I could say the same about you. Yeah.
like I feel like I'm going off on a tangent here, but I feel like I find it mad how like I'm gonna do this, I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Like, you're very like
I don't.
strong-minded in the fact that like I'm gonna run 10k at lunchtime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run 10k at lunchtime, and then 10:30 comes, and I'm like, oh, I want a panini. Like, I'm like, nah. Or I'll walk 100 yards and then I'm done. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how do you keep it in your mind that like, right, I'm doing this and I'm sticking at it?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
that's...
look at like studying as well. Like, mate, like I'm struggling because I just can't get. I can't. It's the sticking. Like, that's what it is. But I feel like you're amazing at it. But I feel like, is that because of the sprinkle of neurodiversity that you think you have? Do you think that's why how you are?
Yeah. Yeah, so do we want to get straight into this now? Like,
Yeah, let's
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, I don't know, obviously it's hard to tell what is your personality and what should be classed as like a mental disorder.
Because it is only recently that's come about. Like, not you. Like, I can imagine you being the same all your life, but like, it's only.
Yeah,
really
I've always been this weird.
It's
I'll
only
be
been
honest.
recognised recently, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, the general subject. Like,
The subject of like, mental health and different disorders.
I just want to put out for context, by the way, like, we will, like, we're saying funny things about it, but, like, we're not meaning to offend. Like, it's very, like, I'm so happy I'm like I am.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't change my outbursts or whatever. Like, it's just literally,
Yeah.
I feel like people should just honour it more in themselves. Like, don't feel like
You should shy away from it.
strange or it's good to be strange.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think because that's what we were about to touch on is that back in the day it would have been, oh, you're just weird, like they'd put you in a mental asylum. if you were like,
Well, it's the term mental, isn't it? Like, oh,
Yeah.
you're mental. Like,
You're
stay
mental.
away from him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
her, or them.
yeah,
Yeah, shit.
yeah, yeah. Okay, right, cool.
Do you want to start?
To bring it back then,
Yeah, absolutely.
like, I think I've got. Just want to preface this with, I'm not diagnosed. You soon to be diagnosed.
Potentially, yeah. I've got my. Let's chat about you first.
Okay,
Let's hear.
okay.
Yeah.
So I think I'll just grab my phone now, just because.
I'm certain, like, obviously from being colleagues, like, there's a lot of like signs that. So, whilst I'm searching, I'll break down obviously how the environment is at our workplace and how we've come on to this essentially. So, like,
Yeah, I think I'll run through the traits,
yeah,
and then you can comment as you want, right?
yeah, absolutely. Go on.
Yeah. So for me, it's obsessive compulsive personality disorder.
Yeah.
That is, people think, oh, isn't it just obsessive compulsive disorder?
Everybody says, "Oh, he cleans all the time.
Yeah.
He turns lights off 4 or
That-
5 times before he leaves the room."
So that's OCD.
Right.
I'd said that's OCD. That, as I'm aware, is more like you have more of an anxiety about things going wrong, and you have to do this,
Yeah.
and I'll have to clean my hands or whatever. If not, something's going to go wrong, and I can't. And there's a strong anxiety with
Like
it.
stepping over, like, not stepping on cracks in the pavement and that, isn't it? Or like you can't walk over a drain. You need to like hop, skip, and jump over.
That yeah, that could fully be a thing.
It's mad that you'd be pure. Like,
Yeah.
dancing down the street.
This is so obsessive compulsive personality disorder. I think I messed that up. Obsessive compulsive personality disorder is a different thing, and obviously there's sort of ways you go about. But I don't get any anxiety. It's just certain things need to be done a certain way. But there's no neuroticism. There's no I hate myself. Like,
What's neuroticism?
it's like negative thoughts and thinking about yourself in a negative way. I think.
So like,
Don't quote me on that.
you haven't, like, you're a bad person for not doing that.
Yeah, basically,
Right.
I think. Yeah, so there are 8 traits of obsessive compulsive personality disorder,
Right.
and they say that if you have at least 4 of them, then you've got it.
Right.
So we'll go for the first one.
Have you researched this prior, like, or is this just you find this out now? Like,
No,
at what-
no. I've got.
So like, at what stage in your life did you think, bloody hell, I've got this? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm a strange individual and I've got not.
Yeah.
That, do you know what I mean?
It used to be, I think I've got OCD,
But then you researched OCD.
but then I'm like, but I'm not. I'm listening about
Yeah.
people doing nighttime routines 5 times round and still getting
You have
anxiety.
routines though.
It's not.
Still.
Yeah, that's a big thing, and we'll on to that. So, number 1 is preoccupation with details and order.
Yeah.
So I like
So
my processes, and I like them done. Like,
sounds very
create a
like,
process has to be done that way.
He lives his life by a spreadsheet that we all say. Like, he's got
Many spreadsheets.
yeah, like, so detailed as well.
Yeah,
That's what I sort of envy you for. I think the organisation.
yeah.
Because like I'm sort of like
For me, I'm like I couldn't live without it. If that makes
honestly,
sense.
Like, if you're asked like from a partner, you'd think like, oh my god, like how on earth she copes with my unorganisation and just messiness. Like,
Yeah.
like she's very tins the correct way in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Certain shelves for certain things in the fridge.
Yeah.
And I just leave me shit everywhere.
Everything like aligned
Yeah.
and clean.
So
Yeah.
that's one then. So I'd say that's true. The organisational spreadsheet-esque lifestyle.
Preoccupation with details and order, and it's details as well.
Like
Like-
your desk at work.
Like it's like being correct in your grammar, like the details of how everything is
Like
and,
he's so,
and everything aligned. I think I've got that.
I must admit, like
I think we can put a tick next to that.
at work sometimes like you'll have lunch and like obviously he runs on his lunch break, which mad if you ask me, but he has his desk laid out in a certain way. And sometimes while he's gone, I'll just move things around and he comes back and you can tell he's absolutely infuriated.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll come back and I'll start screaming, which one of you did this?
Like, And
I won't actually.
It's
that was
never
a joke.
me. Like,
I like to think I'm kind of composed about those things, but it does annoy me.
so how though is it like a deep rooted like are you like fucking I can't believe he's doing that, or is it more like a what an absolute ball ache? Like is it like I'm really angry, like I'm vexed, or is it like a do you know what an inconvenience?
It's not. I'm angry at all. It's not emotional. It's just this.
Why have you done this?
This is the way it is. The laptop goes here. The keyboard goes here, aligned with the left edge of the laptop, and the mouse pad goes here. My headphones go here, right? Like, and it's not emotional. It's just that's how it is.
That's how it's done.
And it has to be there in that place.
So
and it's not like there's no anger. It's just
if you say,
and I just put it back and I go, well, I might jokingly go, I'll punch you, mate.
So like if this, I'm just getting intrigued now. So like, obviously your spreadsheet, say you've got set routine. It's a Saturday. You've got plans, so everything's sort of mapped out as to what your plans are for when. When you get, say, something runs over an hour. So, for example, tonight we've had some issues setting up. Are you feeling like a bit on edge? Because obviously time's getting on and we're sort of like train times, Nando's, we're going to Nando's for tea after this.
Spoiler.
Yeah. So...
No, good question. Like, does that annoy me going off schedule? Because
not so much annoy, but more like...
Does it irk
that
me?
Make you more anxious, like leading into the OCD? Because me personally, I feel like I get... Although I'm like unorganised, if I like a plan.
Yeah.
But like if the plan changes, like I need 2 to 3 working days to figure it out.
Really?
You know what I mean? Like mine, like
yeah, because I'm the same in that way.
Me non-work friends would say like, "Look, do you fancy coming out for like a pint?" I'm like I've not prepared.
Impromptu
for it.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
like, I don't like that either.
Honestly,
just
mate,
like
it sends me.
I was like, because I'd allocated this time this evening to chill or do this or study or whatever. Like I would be like,
isn't it crazy though? How
well, we're changing the plan, guys. I don't like it.
It's horrible, but like I can't not feel like it. Like everybody's like, "Hey, stop being daft." Like just come on. I'm like, yeah, but like I'm not. I need to mentally psych myself up.
Yeah.
It's why like I sometimes find social gatherings and shit. Like I get drained. I'm like, right, like I'm done. Like sorry.
Yeah. I think that's a whole different other thing, like social battery. I feel like introverts have just like a lower social battery in general.
I just think
whether extroverts, more social situations like charge them up.
But a lot of people think I'm an extrovert. Like a lot of people when they meet me, because I'm so like boisterous, loud, happy to talk to anybody, they're like, "Oh, like he's always happy." Like I'll be quiet in the office at work, and everybody's like, "Oh, is Jack all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Like I'm just cracking on, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, enough. Trade 2. What's the crack?
Right.
So tick 1 was the first one, and definitely got
Preoccupation with details and order.
Dr. Jack
tick.
Diagnosed.
Yeah. Official. 2. Perfectionism interfering with task completion. I would say I do have that. I don't think it's too bad. But I think that's why I like. So me and Jack work in finance, and
is that why
like accounting. I think that's why.
Is that why you sway more to ACCA stuff? Because it's like numerical in rather than like management-y. I don't know.
I was going to say
topic there. Glasses.
I was going to say.
Sorry, mate.
I think no, I didn't mean it in that way. I like that the tasks are set and there is a clear
deadline for specific things.
Not even deadline. There's a clear idea of what perfection is. It's like, okay, this number is now correct. Like this journal is posting numbers, so the balance is going to be correct.
It's not like an ongoing...
It's not like an ongoing project that you can always push more with, that you can always make better. It's like a clear, this needs to be done, this is done.
Yeah.
and it's not,
and then it's next one.
there's nothing, and then it's clear, and it's routine a bit
I suppose,
as well.
though, that links in with like your races and that as well, though. Like, you know how once the race is done, right, I've achieved it, I'm done. Whereas I feel like people who like run for the crack and don't do races, at least you have the motivation to like, right, I've got this one and I'm going to finish it, and I'll finish at this time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think that goes back to the first point of like, I like signing up for a race, having a clear, it's 12 weeks until the race. Here's exactly what I'm going to do. Here's the exact training plan of what I'm doing every day, and then I stick to that, because what else am I going to do? It's my routine. I'm going to cling on to it like as anything. And then once the race is done, then I know I'll go on to a new routine.
Yeah.
Whereby I will run, like, this is a set specific, I'm running less routine.
It's mad.
To like recover and just enjoy
like
not running as much.
How you literally like can plan and stick to it. Like, I envy you so much. Like,
do you make a plan and then don't stick to it?
I'm all talk. Like, I'll say, oh yeah, let's do this, but then I think it's the ADHD. It's like, obviously I'm undiagnosed, but I've got something. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm very impulsive, and like if my mind's set on something I want to do and I'm really interested, I'm like, right, I'm going for it, but get bored easily. So like, Neve will tell you.
So it's more like you can, in the moment, you can commit to a thing, but then very quickly you can be like, I'm not interested in that anymore.
Yeah, so like, this is where I'm going to sound weird as, but like, obviously make Panini football stickers.
Oh, like, tell me about it.
Panini football stickers. Every Premier League year, I'm like, oh, Neve, 2025's out. You know what I mean? I'm like, can I get some stickers in as they're like in the shop? Neve's like, no. I'm like, so then in the end, I end up getting them because she's a really lovely person. She lets me. But,
shout out Neve.
Yeah, shout out Neve. Apple in my eye, bless her.
But she does know that after a few weeks, you'll be like, I'm not too bothered about this anymore.
She says, like, you get sick. Like, she says, oh, what's the fad this time? And I'm like, it's the podcast this time. But we're sticking out with this.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to say. It's like, you haven't mentioned this too many times. And, like, yeah, and we did commit to it. It was something that you went, and we are committing to it.
I talk myself out of it. Like, I don't know. I just get bored. Like, but I think because this is something I'm really passionate about, as well as the wired different aspect of it being like, we're different. Like, we're not the normal stereotype of what. I don't want to say that because it's not like, I don't want to categorize as both, but like, I'm not a normal 27-year-old lad. Like, I know for a fact. Like,
but what is normal?
It's a deep question. I don't know. Like, it's just more like, for example, I'm going to talk about school here. Yeah. I thought I had to be a specific type of person to fit in, whereas now, looking back, I wish I was the weirdest kid in the world and just did what I liked. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, I totally get it.
Weird place because, I don't know, like,
school's a weird place because you don't even know who you are at that point.
Yeah.
So everybody's just trying to fit in, and the more people that fit in, then the more pressure there is to fit in, and everyone just come together. And it's just a natural thing as you get older, you find more exactly what it is that makes you you and what you want to do, and everyone sort of spreads out and actually acts how they want to be.
Yeah, it's deep, man. Like, obviously, I feel like I wished my full life away, and I was like, I want to be older, and then as soon as you're like 18, you're like, fucking hell, I wish I was still in school. Like,
yeah,
so many, like,
nostalgia's another thing. We can get into that.
It's just like, I used to come home after school, mate, smash Quickscope, noscopes on COD, didn't have a care in the world. Whereas now I'm going home cooking tea, paying a mortgage. I'm like, oh my god, like,
yeah.
But yeah, come on. Number 3.
Oh yeah, we won't get into nostalgia.
Oh, bloody hell.
We can save that for a later pod. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, all right, okay. So I just turned Jamaican there.
Tick the first one, yeah. That was
preoccupation with details and order.
Yeah.
Tick.
The second one, are we putting like a
perfectionism, basically?
A little squiggle to say hoo-hoo?
Yeah. I would, a strong squiggle.
A strong? Yeah.
I would just say, because of the nature of how I operate in life, there's not much space for me to...
Well, let's say 75.
Should we just get on to it? I feel like I'm waffling.
Sorry, man.
Number 3.
Good influence, to be fair, but...
To be fair, there's a couple here I think that don't apply to me.
Right, so
and
we can
skip
them out,
yeah.
can't we?
So we'll go number 3, neglects other areas of life for work.
That's definitely not true. He's never at his computer. He's always away from his computer. Takes 3 to 4 working days to freaking respond to messages.
That's a lie.
I'm putting across there for you.
I think this is true.
True.
But not... Yeah. I
don't know what a day's hard work is in your life.
Mate, you go home at 3:30.
I'm in at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with going home at 3:30. I'm saying, you then don't see me stay until 6 o'clock to once I get. I only go home once I'm comfortable with everything's done.
But I stay late sometimes as well.
Yeah, but I'm saying you don't see me stay late.
I know, because you're straight home after work.
It's a lie.
It's minimal hours.
I'm getting gaslit here.
Right.
I would say,
let's say,
neglects other areas of life for work. I would say definitely not like fitness and exercise. That's like my base.
All right, then.
That's my number one. I'll prioritize that. I'll prioritize that over work.
What about relationships? Do you feel like they've suffered because of all of this extra workload you've got?
I think so, yes, Jack.
Yeah, bloody hell.
I just feel like I don't have time for it.
So what would you sacrifice?
And because of work, because of work, and obviously studying for ACCA.
Yeah. Do you think...
I really don't have it. Is that me? Or do I genuinely not have time any for it? Because it does take a lot of time to commit to.
I must admit, when at work earlier, when you were like studying and stuff, I was like, it's mad, like how much you're like, I can't watch films, I'm studying. Whereas I'm like, oh, I'm studying, but oh, let's stick an episode of this on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I wish I had your mindset.
Just because I will happily neglect other areas of life for work. So that's a tick. Are we saying? Oh, I'm gaslighting you into getting this tick.
You've absolutely worded that properly. But yeah, if you want to go for it, I'll let you have it.
Yeah. That's the thing. I don't watch films. I don't watch TV. Obviously, I do watch quite a bit of YouTube, but like...
I can imagine all of it's educational.
Yeah. Absolutely educational.
Yeah, exactly.
All podcasts, which we can get into.
So what's 4?
It's number 4.
So are we saying 2 ticks, 1...
Look, I don't think we're trying to...
Yeah, we're definitely...
We can't put a numerical value on my life, all right?
Right.
Okay? So, number 4, overly conscientious about minor rules.
What is a minor rule? Define a minor rule.
I'm not sure, really.
Is that like rules that you've set yourself? So like we mentioned about OCD, where you turn lights on and off 4 times.
No, I don't think it refers to that. I think it's more like you can only have like this at a restaurant. You can only have this starter or whatever, and you're like, no, like the starter has to come out before the main, or everybody has to finish their starters before.
Ooh, no.
It's just, I think it's just weird stuff like that, and I'm not. I can sort of see the other side of it and see, no, just act in a more normal way.
Are you a starter than main? Can I have my main and my starter at the same time? It's like a little side plate.
Really? That's the thing.
Well, I hope so, because I always ask.
Now you're feeling like, oh, I am weird.
Yeah, but like, what happens if like no other people are ordering starters? I don't always order a starter. By the way, fucking hell.
Look like you do.
Like in Nando's, if I'm ordering like some halloumi fries, I'd want them with me meal, not as a starter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
Halloumi fries from Nando's. It's halloumi sticks, actually, isn't it?
It's halloumi sticks with chili jam, yeah.
Sorry if I've offended anybody with that. But yeah, like, I was...
Jack, if you do a disclaimer for every time you're going to offend someone, we'll be here all day.
I'm really, really paranoid about getting cancelled, so we're going to be proper strict on the editing, just in case.
No, we're not. We're not.
But like, yeah, so... Are you saying...
Cancelled over halloumi sticks.
Yeah, but Nando's is like...
Give over, mate.
Nando's is... your Nando's order is like a religion, isn't it? Like everybody categorized into groups based on what sauce you get. I'm prone to lemon and herbs, but if anybody asks, I say medium. Do you know what I mean? Just because they'll think I'm a bit of a Raji if I don't.
Yeah. I think if you do go plain, then you deserve some abuse.
A lad I know, mate, he gets... Well, actually, I said lad I know, he's one of my really good friends. He gets plain with tomato sauce.
Like ketchup.
Plain chicken with tomato sauce, yeah. And I just think, like, that's a kid's kids would eat that. It's like school lunch, innit?
That's
chicken and tomato sauce.
That's like fussy eater.
Yeah, but he's not like loves Gran.
Right.
Just like Nando.
He doesn't add on any sauce.
Nah, just tomato, like ketchup, Heinz. You know what I mean?
Has to be
you
Heinz.
have to go Heinz.
Yeah.
However, brown sauce, I feel like HP's nice, but there isn't really any other brown sauces, is there? I don't know where I was going with that.
Daddy's brown sauce.
Daddy's. But then
I thought you were a fan of that.
Weird if you like Daddy, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like Daddy's.
You have got daddy issues. That's a whole nother pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, should we get into the next one?
Yeah, bloody hell.
Because I don't think
I was gonna say, sorry, I've just completely... I need to say it while it's here. So I was in IKEA one time, and, you know, like, as your first... have you been to IKEA in Gateshead?
Not Gateshead, but I've been to the one in Croydon.
Oh, well, I haven't been there. I've only been to one in Gateshead.
I didn't expect you did.
So, like, walk in and there's, like, the bags and everything at one side and, like, offers and stuff. And I was stood just on the wall. I think Neva went to, like, the customer toilets or something. And I must have been leant against, like, a socket. And... I'm going to sound horrible, but, like, some man came out and he was just standing looking at me, and I was like, oh, my God, like, am I going to, like, get, like, told off or something here? So I sort of, like, moved away, and he just leant down and started flicking the switches and then walked in, and I was like, oh, my God. I was like, it's so bad because I was like, is he eyeing me up? Like, is he going to try anything? And no, he
buy me a drink first.
Flick the switches and then go. And I was like, what? Just say, excuse me, please. Can I just flick them? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, just approach it as if it was completely normal.
But it's not, is it?
Yeah.
It's a bit dodgy, but...
I think that is a bit off.
What do you take on, like, fidget cubes? Do you think they're a bit weird? Because I love the thought of, like, being able to, like, fiddle about with stuff. But the thing of...
Bet you do.
The thing of... me pressing it but it having no action makes me really, like, not want to press it, but then I want to press it at the same time. So, like, imagine if I'm like, I don't know, like, imagine my keys there, yeah, I can press it and it flips up, but imagine if I pressed that and it never flipped up, I think, well, what's the point in pressing it? You know what I mean?
Okay. I'm trying to...
Does that make sense?
So earlier on, when you were unlocking the car, you click it once to unlock it,
yeah,
and then you were clicking it multiple times afterwards.
To press it, yeah.
But that wasn't leading to anything.
But it goes, and I just find it satisfying.
Okay, that's the thing then. Oh. Yeah, that's a...
Yeah.
Okay. How did we get onto that?
I don't know.
How did we get onto the IKEA thing?
Because I think you mentioned about number 4, about being... set rules, and obviously that lad must have had a rule that he had to turn every plug he ever saw on and off.
Oh.
Bloody hell, imagine if he's shopping in, like, hardware shop, he's there all day, wouldn't he? Flicking them on and off.
He'd be a happy bunny, yeah.
Aye. I wonder if all of his, like, socket switches are worn. You know, like, if you press, like, a remote control, like, play all the same time,
Yeah.
you lose the play button.
Yeah.
I wonder if, like, all of his switches have, like, all the paint's come off them because he's flicked them that many times.
Yeah. I wonder if there's loads of different types of switches and he has, like, a favourite.
Yeah. Oh, tell you what's a good switch? The electric radiator, you know, where it's like the red one and it lights up. And it's
I prefer the Nintendo. Sorry.
Oh, we're going to be here for the shit crack all.
Yeah,
2 years' time, I'll be thinking, bloody hell, I want to have that coped with this. But yeah, actually, I have to think about that. What's a good switch? Electric radiator, I think. I don't like, right, and this is going to send me absolutely...
I'll be honest, I'm not autistic, so I don't,
Them light switches, but you're pressing in turn. Oh, sorry, but they need to be put in the bin. You know, like the old ones where like you can dim them.
Oh, just like a normal...
Say normal, mate. That's not a normal switch.
Well, no, it's not. What,
You always find them in all
you
the
dislike
houses,
that?
like they're like really gold, and they have like the curvy thing on them, and then it's like
Yeah,
a,
yeah,
a
yeah.
little knob, and you turn
Yeah.
the knob and press it in. Yeah, no, not about that. It's like an oven knob. Why do you want that?
It is...
You either
Yeah.
want to be light or you want to be dark. Do you know
Let
what I
there be
mean?
light, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and if you want some warmth, buy a lamp. Like,
Buy a lamp.
yeah, because it's not like I don't know. Sorry, you were saying.
All right. Right, okay, yeah. Should we move on to number 5? This will be quite a quick one.
Right.
Unable to discard worn out or worthless objects.
No,
So
I
people
feel
that are like hoarding.
I feel like you chuck them straight out.
Yeah.
You're like clean.
I'm very minimalist, clean. That's definitely not me.
Look, it's but your water bottle. That's seen some days that scratched to bits.
That is a bit scratched. That doesn't annoy me though.
Nah. Do you think because it's useful? Like, because obviously it's a metal bottle, chili bottle, by the way, like, no expense spared.
It still because it still holds the... I feel like we're going on here, but I feel like it still holds the same
Value.
thing. Like, it's not actually chipped or broken or anything.
But if it was chipped, would you chuck it out and buy a new one? Even if it still held all
I think if there was an
water?
actual like dent in it, yeah, I would.
What, even though it still held all of the same water? You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
if something's
displacement
broke,
would
like,
say...
Like, if a plate's broke
Anyway.
and you can't use it, you'd throw it out. But if a bottle has a chip in, you can still use it, so would you still throw it out? I'm here all day for these lessons, by the way.
Yeah, I would throw it out.
You would.
Yeah. So that's definitely not me.
Right.
I'm not number 5. I'll throw it as soon as anything becomes not of use. It's out.
Right?
Okay. Number 6. Intense reluctance to delegate tasks.
Yeah. I'm saying yeah for you, because I feel
Yeah.
like...
Well, I wouldn't say
Perfectionist?
it's intense.
But you like things done a certain way, and if it's not your way,
Yeah.
then there's consequences. You know
Because
what I
at
mean?
work, I actually, was doing a task and then handed it over to you. And I'm like, it has to be done this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, this is me. I think we can
So,
confidently
like-
say this is me.
An example is like on an Excel spreadsheet, Sam will create like a square like border to put screenshots in, and he has to have the screenshots in this border. Whereas I took over and I was just pasting anything, and it was outside of the border, and he was like, "It has a space. Why are you not filling the space?"
Utter chaos. Utter chaos.
Mad. But
I think
I'd say I'd tick that.
With me, it's like borders and formatting and making sure everything's perfect.
Do you have a calendar in your room?
Perfectionism. That's it.
At home, you have a calendar. Do you mark each day off as it comes with a big cross?
I don't actually. I
No.
do have a calendar.
But you don't mark every day? Tell you what, mate, that's
No.
not like you.
I just
Here we
would.
go,
I would
I'm doing it
feel.
now,
I would
yeah.
feel the pressure for my crosses to be
The same.
the exact same.
Yeah. So Neve won't, like, if we have a scrapbook, she won't let me write in it because, obviously, my handwriting's absolutely terrible. Did you know as well, fun fact, the
She
scruffier
won't let you write
The
in it.
scruffier your handwriting, this is apparent, the more wanks you've had in your life.
This is apparent by your handwriting. Yeah.
No, mine isn't as bad as some people's I've seen. They must be massive wankers. But yeah.
Is there a scientific study for that?
Potentially. I think if you asked some weird scientist somewhere, he's probably worked it out himself, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Bet you his walls are mucky as. Oh, I would want you be like them. Right, come on, because I feel like I'm proper stopping your ear, and it's
No. This is good. This is good. So I feel like it's not intense, but I feel there's definitely a reluctance to delegate tasks. So I think we
Let's
can.
just stop there and say, yeah, you're very special boy.
No. I want to go down the list and I want to tick each one of them.
So what's that? That's 4, yeah, and there's 8.
Jack, that's 6.
That's 6.
Yeah. Yes, we're almost there. Number 7, excessive desire to save money. I don't think I do. I think I've let go of that. I think there was a desire at the beginning, but I actually realized that why would I hold myself back from actually spending money and living life?
I think it depends on what it is though. Like, it's not the case of like, I think it is, but it could be misinterpreted. For example, like, you don't eat takeaways and shit like that, but that's because you're focused on fitness and health.
Yeah, that's completely different.
People could see it as, oh, well, he's a tight ass. But I feel like if it's like a night out or something, you would not go to save money. Do you know what I mean? Like, works too, you would not go.
Yeah, like if it's something that adds to my life and is like, so me spending on running shoes or like a decent gym membership or a bike because I want to do a triathlon, 100% like send that money away. I'm fine. I'm not emotional about like trying to hold on to that.
That makes sense though. I'd agree. I don't think you.
Yeah.
From what I know of you, like, I don't think
that's good. Yeah. That's good because I don't want to be, because nobody wants to be known as a tight ass.
Well, do you buy rounds on a night out?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you like? shows
how much shows how many nights out we've been on.
Oh, are you one of them? Oh, well, I'll get this.
No. I think spending time with your friends is like one of the best things you can do. So yeah. Oh,
love that.
That's wholesome, isn't it?
That is, yeah.
No, genuinely, that's how I feel. Like I won't have any problems buying things for my drinks. The problem is accounting for it and then going, oh, this person's bought this much and it was that much. Like my accounting brain goes, but I won't have any actual problem.
That's not like,
just because I want it to be fair.
I'm not asked, mate. Like, I think because obviously my mum never had a lot growing up and she worked like 3 jobs. Like, I just think, like, you know what, like, I can't spend it once I'm dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, as long as Neve is happy and if I have kids, they've got enough. Like, I'm not bothered. Like, and I think even on a night out,
that's the thing with this trait is people are saving money for a day that will never come. Yeah. They're saving money for no purpose.
Just living your life, you know what I mean? Like, what's the point in working to earn if you're not going to spend? I get that. I'd agree. You're not a tight ass.
Good. Nice.
So that's 4 ticks out of 7. Is that correct?
This would be 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 7.
Right.
You're bang on.
So you've officially diagnosed then?
Yeah, officially got that stamp. And number 8 is rigidity and stubbornness.
Rigidity, I'd say yes, but in the sense of like, you don't like to change how you do things. Not in a sense of like, you're stubborn as and won't change your opinion.
I'm not stubborn with opinions, no.
I think you're open-minded to like change, for example, in a setup like this, like, oh, actually, if we wanted to put the camera somewhere else, you wouldn't be like, oh my God, no, it has to stay there.
No.
But you're rigid in terms of, I like this done this way, please don't change it. You know what I mean? But I feel like everybody's like that in some aspect though.
But the thing behind it is, if I've got a way of doing something, I'll be like, no, because this is the best way.
Yeah, even though it might not be.
Yeah.
So it's the best way in your head. So that's stubborn.
Yeah.
So that's a tick then.
Yeah.
So like,
got a point.
Do you think like that if they don't do it your way, they're wasting their time? Like, are you treating it as if you're the alpha male in the tribe of lions? You know what I mean?
I wouldn't think of it as an alpha male thing, making sure the spreadsheet's right and like the...
All right then.
Yeah.
What's the worst one? A beta male then?
But I don't know. I don't know.
If you it's just like...
I know this is the best way to do it. Why would you do it any other way?
Yeah, but how do you that's just your opinion though, isn't it? Like,
no, I fully understand that.
Yeah.
But it's a stubbornness. So I do.
I get that.
Rigidity.
I'd say a strong 5 out of 8. Let's go for.
Yeah, I think definitely 4.5. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Right, that's mad. That or like, how long did it take? It's
there we go.
Like half an hour to speak. But
yeah, we're on 49 minutes now.
Where we were before them traits came up, but basically, the Wired pod is just us trying to
Wired differently.
Get it out there. Wired differently podcast is just get it out.
You have to get it right.
Yeah, sorry. Get it out there that both of us are not, like, we are weird, but we embrace it. Like, it's...
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be normal.
100%. I would not change a single thing.
Nah.
I don't think you would either.
The only thing I get conscious of is, obviously, I don't really think before I speak. So, like, sometimes I get in deep situations that I shouldn't really be getting in. Like,
Yeah.
particularly because it's not always suitable for work, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, because that's when we see each other.
yeah. But I think, yeah, like, I don't know, like, I think both of us are on the same wavelength in terms of, like, we want it to be a positive experience for listeners in the terms of, like, if you are one of these people who has a neurodiverse issue, don't feel like you're pigeonholed. Like, literally, like, I've grew up my life having, like, a stutter, and, like, I've not ordered the takeaway I wanted because I couldn't say it, you know what I mean? And that is brutal, mate. It's so infuriating. Like,
I can imagine.
If I wanted, like, nugs from Mackey's, I end up ordering, I don't know, a cheeseburger because I can't say nugs. Like,
Yeah.
it just makes you who you are, I think. And I think
100%.
I have only really
You can't change it
got
anyway.
that since I've started my current job. Like, I don't know, I'm just comfortable in who I am. But yeah, I think that's what we sort of want to get whilst adding humour along the way.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's
Yeah, this is not going to be serious.
it's such a serious topic.
It's
but,
okay.
like,
It is,
doesn't
it is.
need to be. That's what I find frustrating.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, you can't say that, you can't say that. But
Yeah.
why? Like,
Yeah.
why? What is offence? You know
I'm
what I
like that
mean?
as well. Just
Like, what makes
Be open,
the word
talk about it.
shit offensive? Who said, oh, yeah, actually, you can't say
why
that?
do swear words exist?
Yeah.
Yeah. There are other rude words that are not swear words. Why
Yeah,
are they
but
not swear
sometimes
words?
I
It's
think
weird.
They're worse, though. Like, who said twat? Wasn't it, like, oh, my God.
Danny Dyer did.
I can't hear that, you know what I mean?
Remember that clip?
No.
Danny Dyer calling David Cameron a twat
No.
on TV live.
I've seen the One Show one where the bloke's like, how do you sleep at night? Have you not seen that?
Give me more
Mate, I'm
context.
going to make you a list of things you need to watch. Because you literally
Yeah.
haven't watched anything, like...
Yeah.
But...
Actually, going back to star signs, have you seen that JME video where he goes, "You're a donut, you're so stupid," and that's about star signs? Have you seen it? It's like,
He was tweeting loads, wasn't he, about it? How, like, he feels like,
Yeah.
how can you be
yeah.
essentially... How can you be a specific trade based on how the stars were when you were born? Like,
Yeah.
But
So
then-
for anyone that hasn't seen the clip, it's like, how are you 11:59 born on this one day?
Yeah.
You were going to be like this personality, and then if you were born 2 minutes later, 12:01, just after midnight, you're then in the next star sign zone, like, and then you're going to be totally different with totally different traits.
But like-
You're a donut. You're so stupid.
But we've spoke about, like...
He has a point.
How, our star signs. So obviously I'm a Taurus.
Yeah.
I'm Sagittarius.
Correct.
But,
Well remembered.
excuse me, I feel like everybody I speak to, like, as soon as I say, oh yeah, I'm a Taurus, they're like, oh my God, you're such a Taurus. And you're like, fuck off. Like, what does that mean? You know what I mean?
People in the comments of that JME video
Oh.
saying the exact same thing.
Oh my
Like,
God, you're
oh my
such a
God, he's such a
Taurus.
Gemini.
So many Taurus traits. What? Fuck me. Like, what does that mean? Does that mean, like, I'm fucking, I don't know, like, isn't it a bull? Like, I don't want to butt people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but what's
I don't know.
Sagittarius?
I think what the traits or the
Like,
the dates.
the actual animal thing? Like, what
I don't
sign
know.
is it? Like, I know that a bull, there's, like, animals, or is it earth, air, animals, and something else? Because I think, like, one's like
I'm
a
not really
fish
versed
and
in
that in
this.
it. Nah.
Yeah.
One's a fish, I think that's Pisces.
Hmm.
But I don't know what specific traits. Because isn't there, like, star signs and then horoscopes as well? Like, horoscopes are where, like, oh, you will find love this month. You know what I mean? Like, in the papers of, like, magazines, they're like, this month will be rewarding in cash. You know what I mean? And you're like,
Yeah. No, I don't believe in that at
so
all.
generic.
It's like,
In there's some Eileen's somewhere like, oh my God, I'm going to find love this month. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's as if you've got no control over your own life and it's just all fake.
Fuck off, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But I think JME has a point. I think if star signs were real, because I think there's like a science experiment. I'm not going to go into it, but like they're not how it's proven.
What has it actually been proven that they're not a thing?
Well, I guess you can never prove it because it's so weird. But anyway, they got people that believed in star signs and claimed they knew everything about them. And there was like 12 people, and they listed out all the personality traits and what all these 12 people were like. And they asked the supposed experts to allocate each star sign to each person.
Right.
And basically the overall result was basically the same as if somebody just randomly put them out.
So like it's not actually.
Yeah.
But then I say that like I laugh at like star signs, but then I'm very open to like spiritualism and like going and seeing like having me tarot cards read.
Yeah.
Even though that is completely random as well, but like I think, oh my god, like I went and seen one like I think it was just before New Year, and she said like, "Is anybody in your family have issues in their left knee?" And I'm like, I don't think so. But then ever since, mate, it's been absolutely killing. Listen. Cracks, man, every time. But yeah, so now I'm thinking...
It's just the confirmation bias. It's once somebody puts something in your brain, you're then looking out for it.
Yeah.
Whether
it wasn't hitting
that
beforehand, unless you fucking hypnotised me and booted us, you know what I mean? Could happen.
I don't know, man. But I think if they were real, then it would be like a spectrum thing. Like if you're I'm slap bang in the middle of Sagittarius. I'm 4th of December. I think...
Birthday?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, is that surprising?
No, I'd have had you down as like a March baby or something, me.
Because I'm that star sign trait.
No, just based on how you look. I don't know, just your face fits March in my opinion.
You do realise none of that makes sense?
In my head it does.
I am how I look because of my parents, I think.
When's your parents' birthdays?
They're both in July. 2nd and 17th.
Close. 3 months away.
I don't think so. Yeah. But I think, anyway, yeah, so but I think more if you're towards the end of, say, the 20th, well, 20th is right on the border, you're like mostly Sagittarius, and then lesser so.
That's just getting into like.
Because the whole year is time's a spectrum. And it's like you're 70% Sagittarius, but you're 30% going to show Capricorn, because that's the next one along.
But you're not though, here. You're just who you are.
Well, it is. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Your camera's gone, so we'll cut the.
Oh shit.
We'll go to the main one, won't we?
Yeah. But pretty much.
That's a good place to round it. I feel like we were rounding off anyway.
We'll waffle on more. I feel like we had a set plan and we were going to say, oh, we've got this to talk about, but I feel like I just completely stopped it. So
no, it's good.
The plan is as often as we can. Obviously, Sam's got exams coming soon, so we'll work around them. But I'm pretty chilled with how it's going to be. Fair.
This is just doing it as a hobby, doing it for fun. As long as it remains fun.
Yeah, like
there's going to be no set upload schedule we have to work to. Like,
I'd like to say
we'll get there.
3 episodes a month potentially.
Yeah,
2 a month going for now.
Yeah,
but I think
But we're just going to focus on the input of recording, and then there's no set schedule.
Yeah, we are sort of new to this as well, so like if it is a bit awkward at some points, like and like I don't know what else is there to say. There's nothing, is there?
Yeah,
just thanks if you're watching. Like
if you are listening,
it's been
appreciate it.
It's nice, man. It's good. It's been a hobby of mine, and it's something I've wanted to do for a while. Like I've sort of dipped in and out of like making a YouTube channel and then not uploading anything.
Yeah, but
I think like now, because you can sit and have a conversation and we chat enough as it is, like, why not record?
It's easy when there's 2 of you as well and you're working together. Yeah.
And I think even eventually I'd like to get people on, like guests and shit, like, because I don't know, like I'm very deep minded and like I like to find out things. So like I think it'd be good if we could get like, I don't know, a psychologist on or somebody who's a bit more interesting than us two to chat about actually some actual like factual stuff.
Yeah, I feel like the first few episodes you can get to know us a bit better, and then there's definitely places to.
I feel like we had a lot to say. Like, we wrote a lot of ideas down for like what we wanted to get out in this episode, but it wasn't really like, you don't really know how it's going to go until you sit down. So
we touched on most of them.
Do you reckon? I
think so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And whatever we don't touch on, we'll just add it back in, and we can just But honestly, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for coming, Roy.
We'll round it up there then.
Aye.
Nice one.